I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best.
Amir Khan finally admits that the jump in weight may have been a little too much against Canelo Alvarez. Khan a little while back said he already believed that Canelo weighed as up to much as 185 pounds. Now, he doesn't have no proof of that, and I don't know what his rehydration weight was. It was an intriguing view of it. I knew Khan was going to get blown out, but watching the match was intriguing because the fight started as a regular sized ring, and then it seemed to turn into half a ring as Khan couldn't get enough space to use the whole of the ring when Canelo started cutting the ring down. And when the body shot started thudding in, he was immobilized and left there as a sitting target for that big right. I love boxing, man. I love watching boxing. I just love the shape of boxing. I watch UFC and I can't get that. I can't get that out of the sport. He's planning to return to the ring January 2017. He said he'll be ready. He's still talking about this Conor McGregor thing. I don't know nothing about that, UFC, but the Danny Garcia fight for the WBC title is another angle he's looking at. The Kell Brook fight, if there's anything left of Kell after he fights Golovkin, is another possibility. Well, a lot of people will want to see it because they're big Khan fans. They'll be looking forward to Khan coming back to the ring. A lot of people are watching it to see him get knocked out again because that is actually defining his career, is getting blown out in dramatic fashion. So in terms of marketing, he's got it covered. He's got a pretty big fan base in the UK, and there's a lot of people who are hanging around to see Khan for the voyeuristic car crash that's inevitably going to play out. Luke Campbell, who predictably beat Argenis Mendez in his last bout, it was a good win nevertheless. He's going to fight Derry Matthews at the Echo Arena on October the 15th, live on Sky Sports. He'll be defending his WBC silver lightweight title. Campbell is a gold medalist in the 2012 Olympics in London. Amir Khan is a silver medalist from the 2004 Olympics. Derry is daring to take Luke into waters that he's never encountered. He said he's always the underdog against matchroom fighters, but he ends up destroying him. He beat Anthony Crolla when he was the underdog. The PBC model continues to promote the sport of boxing at a high level, drawing a huge 4.6 rating in America. Did the Errol Spence Leonard Bundu fight, which equates to roughly 6 million viewers. Lou DiBella revealed the figures to the Los Angeles Times, though NBC are yet to release the official number. Now, they had the good sense to air the fight right after the USA's basketball team victory in the Olympics. According to the PBC and Lou DiBella, 75% of the viewers carried on watching to witness Spence beat down Leonard Bundu. Errol Spence didn't disappoint with a clinical finish, a great display of offensive boxing. Keith Thurman, anything now is ducking. 6 million dudes saw this guy fight. He's being spoke about everywhere, you know. So you're the top welterweight. This fight, there's no reason negotiations can't start. Early 2017, we can get this one on. There's no reason why that shouldn't happen. You see, it's up to the boxers to look out for their landscape. Thurman has to see that Spence can't get his mandatory against Brook, even though that fight would be for another sanctioning body. Thurman is the top guy. I've said it already, but he doesn't have a big majority. It's up to you to flagship the welterweight division and give us this fight. If you're not going to give us this fight, it has to be the Sean Porter fight. Danny Garcia's not going to fight Thurman. There's no other decent fights at 147 for Keith Thurman. David Abension is just, it's just going to get you critiqued. That's all it's going to do. Mandatory or not, it's going to get you critiqued. You'll be better giving up that belt and just fighting Errol Spence. It's just going to get you critiqued. But, I wouldn't mind if he took the Abension fight with the proviso that Keith Thurman or Sean Porter are coming next. We need some decisive moves, that we've got something to look forward to. Not, I'm gonna look around the board and play with it. No. You're getting paid well. Al pays you guys well. Make some decisive moves. Give your fan base and give the boxing fans something to look forward to, you know? Yeah, take a little walkover against Avancion or whatever his name is. And then we want to see Sean Porter or Errol Spence. That's some good boxing. People want to see Keith Thurman fight. We want to see him fight. We want to see how he attempts to establish himself as the top 147 pounder with this dude Errol Spence on his heels. We want to see this. We want to see this. And if you don't, it's fanboyism. That's all it is. I don't think the IBF do that interim shit, but this would be a good time for them to do that with Kell Brook fighting Triple G. I mean, more than likely he's going to get iced out. Let the belt go into recess and let Thurman do his thing, man. And fight for that vacant strap. It's time. It's time. You get the first immediate shot after the Triple G fight. It's like, you know, I'm going to keep repeating if there's anything left. And we go from there. Spence is too good. He's too exciting. He's too talented not to get a meaningful fight. He's beat ranked contenders. Now he needs to beat one of the names at 147. He needs to get his shot, man. Come on. He does. Kell Brook has stated, though, today that he has no intentions of giving up the welterweight division. And he's looking forward to facing Errol Spence. He's mandatory. He's unfazed, according to him. But how long does that keep Spence waiting? Derek Chisora is talking about he wants the Kubrat-Pulev rematch, but Pulev is busy trying to get that Anthony Joshua fight in November. November the 26th is the date Anthony Joshua's got reserved. Joshua will not be fighting at the O2 Arena, his usual stomping ground. It won't be there. And we're still waiting for the opponent. It's either going to be Pulev, Stavern, Joseph Parker is fighting Dimitrenko, so we'll have to wait for him to get through that one. Negotiations for Dimitrenko and Joshua have to start in November, according to the IBF, at the beginning of November. But in the meantime, Derek Chisora is fighting Drazan Janjanin in Stockholm, in Sweden. Strange venue. It's on a card that looks like it's being led by two female boxers, Michaela Loren and Clara Svensson, which is, you know, Sweden had boxing banned for such a long time, and I know they wasn't keen on female boxing, but now they've got two females topping the bill, so a big societal change over there in how they're looking at boxing, I would guess. Derek is looking forward to fighting in Stockholm. He says he likes the way that Team Sauerland put him all over Europe to fight. Canelo, you know, very interesting. We are preparing for a difficult fight with Liam Smith. Well, of course you're preparing for a difficult fight. You know, if you underestimate the guy, he can upset you. He's a pro boxer. He's a young, strong lad. The whole point is, are people going to buy in to this being a legitimate pay-per-view fight? Liam Smith, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. At least it's at 154 though, so we at least get away from Canelo weight for one fight, which is a good thing for him as well. It's really good for him. I think HBO have seen that Bob Arum now has a little bit of a relationship with Al Heyman, and they're looking at the PBC model, and they're going to see this 6 million views, and I think they're going to change their model. I think they're going to, you know, not be so keen to push pay-per-view out there, because they don't have the fighters, really. They don't have the fighters. And they've dropped Pacquiao from HBO totally. No pay-per-view, no format at all, apparently. And if Canelo flops and bombs with this Liam Smith fight, which I see it happening, I see it flopping, and ultimately, we could be looking at the final nail in the coffin for mainstream American boxing in terms of pay-per-view. For a little while anyway, not forever. So, Canelo versus Liam Smith, is going to be very interesting what he does in terms of pay-per-view figures. Very interesting. I remember the PBC recently doing another card on Sunday, and the figures being pretty healthy there as well. Who would have thought? Sunday boxing. The United Kingdom was unable to follow up the success of 2012. It was always going to be a tough ask. Joe Joyce, he managed to get a silver at super heavyweight. Nicola Adams, she did get a gold medal at flyweight. And Joshua Buatsi, he got a bronze at light heavy.